Hi, Mr. Jones. Thanks for meeting with me again today. We're going to have some fun today. I'm going to show you in a crystal clear way how to pull out more than $50,000 tax free to build your financial independence and to have an early retirement. So, we're going to have a lot of fun today. Remember when I left you last time, I said there were two things that are important, and I think you agreed to them. One was that if what I had to show you made sense to you and was of value to you, that you would do business with me. And do you still feel that way? Fine, thank you. And the second condition I said was that if you like what I have to show you, would you recommend me to several of your friends and relatives so I could help them out also? And I think you agree to that. You still feel that way? Fine, thank you. Okay, just go over a couple of things. Remember I said there were two things we would have to overcome. Number one is the inflation battle, and number two is the tax battle. And if we just to review a little bit, if you remember in the inflation battle, that rule of 72, if you remember this book I showed you last time, it had indications with the take the percentage and divide it into 72. If you do a 4% return, divide it into 72, it's 18 years. Takes 18 years for money to double. And if you recall, I showed you this chart where an individual who was 29 had $10,000, and depending on his rate of return, determined what he got. For instance, at 4%, his money would double in 18 years. So he was 29. At 47, his $10,000 became 20,000. He waited another 18 years. He becomes 65, and his money doubled again to $40,000. You recall this page? Yeah, thank you. And if you recall, I said, what if he could do 12%? If you recall this page, 12%, the same number of years, but the money doubles in 6 years instead of 18 years. And after the 36 years, with the money doubling and compounding again, the $10,000, believe it or not, became $640,000. That's a difference, if you recall, of over $600,000. And it's not due to the changes in time or the changes in the amount of money he put in. It is only the difference in the interest rate. So the question becomes, how can we invest? As you recall this, how can we invest to get good rates of return? And we said, just to review, there were three, three basic ways to invest. And we said one was guaranteed things like, the bond market and CDs and money markets. But the problem is they give you very low returns, so usually 1 to 3% in today's market. And the other way we said you could invest is you could invest in the stock market. Stock market investing has the potential for higher rates of return, but as you know, it has greater risks. So there has ups and downs, and it could invade and lose some of your principal. And the third way we talked about was indexed investing, which protects you on the downside. If you recall, indexed investing simulates the Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's in the stock market. We had a discussion about that. Standard & Poor's has done over about 10% in the last 25 years. And the indexed investing would get the upside of the stock market, although capped at 13%. Remember we said that? If the stock market at 15, you would get 13%. So, but you would not participate in the downside. It would be protected in the downside. And I want to use an example of an individual who is age 49, has $500,000, wants to retire at age 55, and hoping to get $1 million so he can retire. And here's what that chart looked like. If he had started to invest in 2003, then I would draw this chart, show how the market went up and then down and down, and his $500,000 actually became $285,000. He actually lost $215,000. So here's an individual that not only didn't make any money, but actually didn't even get his money back. Warren Buffett says, it's not the money you make so much, it's the return of your money that's important. And in this case, he's right. So this individual, after putting in the $500,000, hoping to get $1 million and live off the income with his family, actually at that point had $285,000 because he was not protected in the marketplace.